Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy Galper and I help you master the art of essential oils so you could live more holistically. And in this video, I am going to walk you through the 9 super important steps you need to take if you want to set up your own aromatherapy practice as a certified aromatherapist and seek clients one-on-one. If this is the first time that you've come to my channel, welcome, and please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified every time that I come out with a new video about aromatherapy, essential oils, clean beauty formulating, aromatherapy entrepreneurship, and so much more. I offer all sorts of classes for the aromatherapy entrepreneur, like business training, teacher training, and then I also do a high-level coaching program for those of you that are interested in taking your idea of a clean beauty product and bringing it to market. And in this video, as I said, I'm going to be showing you the steps that you need to take if you want to take your aromatherapy certification and become a solo practitioner. Put up a shingle somewhere, start seeing clients one-on-one. If you want to be successful having a solo practice, then it's really important that you follow these 9 steps, okay? So let's get started. The first step is that you really should join a professional association in the world of aromatherapy. So there are 2 professional associations that started here in the United States, and there's one based in the UK that is very good, and I'm a member of all 3. And any school that you go to become a certified aromatherapist must be accredited or approved by one of these 3 associations, okay? And my program, Aromatherapy in Action, where I certify students to become certified aromatherapist, is approved by these 3 associations. The 3 associations are the National Association of Holistic Aromatherapy, or NAHA, and you'll see the link below in the description. AIA, which is the Alliance of International Aromatherapists, and you'll also see the link below in the description. And then IFPA, the International Federation of Professional Aromatherapists, and you'll also see the link in the description. So becoming a member in any of those or all 3 of them is going to position you very well to be a trusted resource in the field of aromatherapy. It offers you certain credentials, it vets you, and it makes others who are seeking care from a certified aromatherapist, they feel more confident seeing you because you have that professional membership status. So how you get it? Well, as soon as you graduate from one of these accredited programs like mine, the Aromatherapy in Action program, you take that certificate and you present it to one of those 3 associations, and then they will award you membership. And that membership gives you access to a whole bunch of really great benefits and networking opportunities. So number 1 is to become a professional member at one of the professional associations for aromatherapy. Step 2, if you want to set out to be a solo practitioner in the space of aromatherapy and seek clients one-on-one, you have to set up what's called a business entity. You need to create a business in order to set up your practice. And what I mean by that, for those of you that this sounds very overwhelming, is that you need to set up either an S Corp, a solo practitioner status with a DBA, doing business as, or an LLC. Why? Because you want to be able to set up a business bank account and not take your payments through your personal account and your personal social security number. You want to have kind of a separation, so to speak, between your business and your personal. One really good reason for that is you want to keep track of your business expenses and income separate from your personal, right? And then I think the other really important benefit is that those people who come to you as a client feel more confident and comfortable, right, if they know that you have an established business set up. It positions you much more professionally. You feel almost energetically that there's already a boundary set up that way. And by setting up this kind of an entity, you are more easily able to open a business bank account in the United States. Now, if you have trouble navigating this and you need more information, I have linked the Small Business Administration's website below in the description. They have great resources in your local municipalities for you to get information about how to set this up. Or you can even look for people in your community, maybe even in your own family, who are accountants and lawyers to kind of help you set up this business entity. Okay? So let's move on to number 3. So number 3, which is very important, is you need to set up insurance, okay? And what I mean by insurance is that when you are in business and you've set up your business entity and you've received your federal tax ID number, which allows you to set up a business bank account, then it's time to look for an insurance policy for your professional practice. This again will make it much easier for you if you're renting space at a wellness practice. You can show that you're insured. Your clients will feel more comfortable if they know that you're also insured. And I guarantee you, you will feel also much more comfortable if you feel that you are protected as well. Now, being a member in one of the professional associations is immediately going to give you access to a network of potential insurance opportunities. I have linked a few that I know of that you can get involved in without being a professional member of one of the associations, but I really recommend that you become a professional member of one of the aromatherapy associations and get your insurance through that. So that is number 3, setting up your insurance. The next, number 4, that's really important is you need to set up how you are going to accept payments, okay? Meaning credit cards, PayPal, what kind of ways are you going to collect money, etc. And you are going to need a business bank account to do that. So what that means is you're going to have your business entity set up, starting your insurance policies, getting that in order, and then you can go to the bank and get a business bank account. And from there, you are able to open up a business PayPal account, a Stripe account, which is an online service to accept credit cards, maybe Square or other possibilities. Even like QuickBooks takes electronic payments now, and that's an accounting software. So setting up how you are going to accept payments is super, super important. And then you can also decide for yourself if you are going to accept cash or checks or only credit card or Venmo or Zelle or all of these other electronic ways of sending money and accepting money. Okay? Super, super important. Okay, so now we are on to number 5, figuring out where you are going to offer your one-on-one consultations. What kind of office or space are you going to set up? Now, this can be a wide range of ideas. You can do it in your home, but my only recommendation would be if you do it in your home, make sure that there's a separate entrance, that the door, it's an enclosed space so they feel privacy. Your client doesn't feel compromised in any way, that your family's going to be walking through or there's going to be smells from the kitchen kind of wafting over, that you really have a separate, quiet space where your client feels, protected, safe, secure, feels as, doesn't feel like they're going to be interrupted at any minute, like that, okay? Now, if your home is not a good idea, then you need to look for a space somewhere else, right? So I would look in your community for office spaces that you could share maybe with other practitioners like massage therapists, estheticians, therapists, social workers, etc. You could look at a wellness space like chiropractic, naturopathy, osteopathy, yoga, Pilates, and see if they have a space that you can use. But you need to start thinking about where you are going to see your clients and make sure that you have a checklist of all of the things that are important for you to have in your space. Here are some examples. Is it accessible with public transportation? Is there parking? Is there an elevator if it is on a second, third, fourth, fifth floor? How is the lighting? Is there internet access? Is a bathroom nearby? So on and so forth. So what I would recommend is taking out a piece of paper, writing down all of the requirements that you need in your space, and then starting to look for spaces to see how many of those requirements, these spaces that you're looking at, actually checks off. All right, so that is number 5, figuring out where you are going to see your clients. Number 6. Number 6 is now about you sitting down for a minute and visualizing what your one-on-one client session will be structured as. So imagine you have a client who comes to you, they sit down, you have an intake period. Then are you going to smell oils together? Are you going to be blending in front of them? Are you going to create a product and then send it to them? So figure out, sketch out exactly what the structure of your session is. Is it going to be 45 minutes long, an hour long, 90 minutes long, etc.? So go ahead, map it out. I like to map things out like by every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes. So I actually have like a schedule for the time that I'm with my client. And map that out. That's very, very important, okay? Now, the next thing that's super important, number 7, is pricing. How much are you going to charge for your session one-on-one with people? Now, you are going to need to take into account all these other steps before you can come up with a fair price. For example, where are you having your session? Okay, is it in your home? Are you renting a space? Is there a fee for that space that you're renting that you need to cover by the cost of your session? How long is your session going to be? So you're going to have to understand what the structure of your session is. Is it 45 minutes? Is it 90 minutes? Are you including making a product and smelling oils with them? Or is it just an intake? So that's why it's really important to first figure out the structure of your consultation and then consider the price. The next thing that you need to consider as well is your neighborhood, your local area. What are other practitioners in the wellness space charging? How much is a private yoga lesson? How much is a massage or a facial? Look at these other kind of practices and get a sense of what people are comfortable paying, and then getting a sense of what your price threshold will be. All right, so that would be my next recommendation. So that is number 7, is figuring out the pricing. Number 8 now is marketing. And marketing obviously is super, super important, because you can go through all of these steps, but if you have no one booking appointments with you, what's the point, right? So this is where you can also get super creative. And I'm just going to give you a few tips here, and certainly we'll put out another video if you guys want it. So make sure you leave a comment and let me know if you'd like me to talk more about marketing your aromatherapy practice, and I'll put together a video for that. But marketing, you can start putting together ideas. First of all, you're going to need to understand who your ideal customer is, what your niche market is. And I go into these ideas more explicitly and in more detail in my aromatherapy business course, the link I've put below. But once you've figured out who your ideal customer is and what your niche is, then you can start focusing on those communities and networks to kind of tell them about your practice. Maybe that means doing an exchange or cross-marketing with another practitioner in another modality, like a massage therapist, Reiki, esthetician, etc. Or maybe that means just hanging up signs, leaving postcards at a local yoga studio or Pilates center. Figure out if you're going to do social media marketing, if you're going to do some emails to send out to your network and your email list, etc. So start putting together on a piece of paper different ways that you can get the word out about your practice. Now, being a member of one of the professional associations is also going to give you access to market there as well and have your name listed in their directory of professional aromatherapists. So that's also a really great perk of becoming a member. So marketing and understanding who your niche is, who your ideal customer is, where you want to have your sessions, and understanding like the different paths, I guess, that you can communicate with people via email, social media, posters, guerrilla marketing, setting up a booth or a table at a local yoga studio and telling people about what you do. There's many, many ways that you can get the word out. All right? Now this brings us to number 9. And number 9, I think, is one of the most important things next to setting up your business entity, and that is the follow-up. Okay? And so what I mean by that is, as a solo practitioner, you need to always be in relationship with your client. In fact, that's one of the main principles I teach all of my students when they are working through the Aromatherapy in Action program to become a certified aromatherapist. And that is the critical importance of follow-up with your clients. What I mean by follow-up is, it's not enough just to design a customized aromatic remedy for them, but you need to call them the next day, call them in 3 days, find out if it's working for them, if there needs to be tweaks, stay in relationship with them, because an aromatic remedy is not a quick fix. It is a lifestyle shift. The oils, the botanicals that you are giving them might take a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months to really make a visible impact on their wellness. So stick with your clients, stay close, be in communication, and that is going to serve you very well to get testimonials from them, to have them introduce you to their friends and family that's going to want to have appointments, etc. So making sure that you maintain great relationships, great follow-up with your current clients. So there you go, you guys. Those are the 9 super important steps if you want to set up a very successful and profitable solo practice as a certified aromatherapist. So let me just run through them really quick so you don't forget. Step 1, become a member of a professional association. Number 2, set up your business entity. Number 3, you need to set up your insurance policy. Number 4, you need to figure out what kind of payments you're going to set up and setting up your business bank account. Number 5, you need to figure out where you are going to have your sessions, the space, where you're going to see your clients one-on-one. Number 6, you need to figure out the structure of your session, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Number 7, you need to figure out the pricing. How much are you going to charge for your session? Number 8, you need to think about marketing. How are you going to get the word out about your private practice? And number 9, always focus on the relationship with your clients and follow up with them and maintain that relationship. So tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments what you found valuable. If you have any questions, if you're struggling getting your solo practice off the ground, just put a comment below. I'll answer you. I reply on my own personally to everybody. So please leave a comment. Let me know your biggest takeaways. Let me know what you're struggling with, and I really want to help you. All right? So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.